Hello, world, YouTube, and TikTok. I am back with another video. This is going to be a sit-down chat video. Um, reason why I haven't been filming, haven't been posting on TikTok, or even been on TikTok that much, or YouTube, it's been because like I've busy the past couple of months. A lot of medical stuff. I'm not going to go into it. Some of it's personal, some of it doesn't involve me, so I'm not going to really get into it. But a lot of times, sometimes I just sat and chilled, and there's this certain show that has taken over the world, at least I think it has, at least the world that matters to me, and that is This Summer I Turned Pretty. Let's talk about that. Now, how I got about doing this, I found out it was 3 books. I watched the first season, and then read the book. I haven't read the second book or third book, because I wanted to finish the rest of the series, and then go back and read it and compare. Um, Let me get this out of the way and say I'm Team Conrad 100%, and I am going to state all reasons why Conrad is not only a better choice for her, and she better end up with him. They better end up together, Billy and Conrad together at the end of season 3. They better end up and not be better be one of those growth things, female power, growth things, you can grow as a person, as a woman or a man, and still choose love too. You just gotta remember to grow as a person yourself and grow with your partner. That's reality, that is the real world, that is the truth. So it bear in with her choosing Conrad and choosing the life that she wants with him, and him choosing it with her and growing as a person too. Now I'm gonna start with season 1, and then do season 2, and then do season 3, episodes 1 through 3. And when we get to season 3, first 3 episodes, we got a boatload to talk about, because, like just say, number 2 hit the fan, and it has me spitting fire. Season 1, she shows up to the beach house. Apparently, she was geeky, and they had this one. She's a beautiful young lady. I'm too old for her, but she's a beautiful young lady. And they try to make her look geeky when they go back in time, seeing her young. Try to make her look geeky with glasses and braces. I'm sorry, she is too beautiful to make look dorky or awkward or geeky. It just wasn't possible. Even if she feels that way in real life, she can't look it. I'm sorry. Most women are naturally beautiful. Anyway, she shows up with her mom and her brother, and she meets the boys again, and their mom, and sparks fly with Conrad. Jeremiah gets jealous, and that's one thing. He gets jealous. One, she ain't dating him. She ain't dating Conrad at this time either. She's just showing interest. They almost kiss, and he practically almost kills them with a firework, and because he's jealous. But if I'm not mistaken, was he making out with the dude at a party? That's strike number 1. Strike number 2. Let's see. Let me remember. No, season 1. Dragon 2, it happens. I don't remember all of 1, but I'm gonna have to go back and do my research. Let's go season 2. Or season 1, she kisses Jeremiah in the pool, and then Conrad. This is where I don't think either one of them were right for her in season 1, because Conrad is dealing with, one, his dad being a douche, and I'm trying to watch my language, Two, his dad having an affair while his mom is sick and dying with cancer. And three, him keeping it from everybody. I'm sorry, I had someone die with cancer in my life that I truly loved, like a second mom to me, and it kills me even to this day. I still miss her, like, terribly. But he was close up, he was caged up, but he was expressing how he felt to Billy. It wasn't completely, he didn't say, oh, I love you or anything like that, or I want to be with you. In fact, he kept pushing her away in season 1, which caused her to make out with Jeremiah in the pool. Season 2 comes, and they show a second part, what happens aftermath of season 1, where Conrad finally confesses to her that he loves her and he wants to be with her, and she's, I don't want to be a second choice or a backup or a distraction. I want you to choose me, choose me. This came out her mouth. Whole season 1, she says the only person she's ever been in love with was Conrad. Pay attention to that, because that happens in every season so far, and practically in every episode. Let's go back to season 2. I like to confess this feeling and tell her that it's always been her, he chooses her, and they make out. I'm sorry, if I'm looking at the way she made out with him, and the way she made out with Jeremiah, it just seemed like Jeremiah was just a backup because Conrad kept pushing her away. That's all. And Jeremiah, yes, he becomes a big time douche in season 3. I'm not going to say why yet, but he's his second choice. He always has been. If you pay attention to the first book and you pay attention to the first season, she's clear states, even when she tries to date someone else, not Jeremiah, but a different guy, even though he was a good guy and was there for her like a good guy should be, she still was in love with Conrad. Let's go back to when she kissed or made out with Jeremiah in the pool. In the back of her mind, she's still thinking about Conrad. And when they go on that and Conrad declares his love in season 1, and she goes in to tell Jeremiah that Conrad finally told her the truth of how he felt about her, and she has to be honest with him that she's still in love with Conrad and not him. Proof number 3 or 4, however you want to say it, is all my number proofs. There you go, proof more. And what's Jeremiah do to prove that? Again, not good enough for Billy. He goes off on her. Yes, he's hurt. Get that. So would I. But you're telling me you're okay being her second choice? And deep down, he knows that. He knew that before she came in there. Now they got in a fight. He ghosts her completely. Sabotages her and Conrad's relationship over and over again. Conrad starts to feel guilty that he's losing the relationship with his brother. He already can't stand his dad for obvious reason. 1, for having an affair against his mom when she was dying of cancer, and 2, all the pressure, and he's just a bad dad. Plain and simple. I can't stand him, and that's, if there's one character I can't stand, he's the one. There's always one in every series you watch. There's one you just cannot stand. I cannot stand him. Every time I hear his voice on the show, every time I see his face, nothing against the actor, I want to choke him or get bar soap in a sock. And if you know what I mean by bar soap in a sock, you know what I mean. Use your imagination. Anyway, all that's happening, and they're getting pressure from the dad, and they risk losing the beach house. Their mom's dead in season 2. Conrad pushes her away to the point where she ends up breaking up with him. And amongst that, she's vulnerable. She's hurt. Her and Jeremiah have a moment and get together towards the end of season 2. saying, she tells him, I choose you, I choose you. She not choose him, because first Conrad tells her that he's still in love with her, always has been, always will be, and he can't get over it. Then, not even, I think the very next day, he pushes her away again, because he's dealing with his mom's death, his anxiety issues, and his dad, and him being a humongous pile of douche. You get what I'm saying? Well, Jeremiah's just in denial and just having fun, partying, just all that. It ends with her choosing Jeremiah. I'm sorry, but if you are a Jeremiah and Belly fan and want them to be in game, they're not. You have someone that going through stuff and yeah, push her away. I get that, but then another person that's still an immature kid, not ready to be in a committed relationship like Belly is. Belly wants to be with her forever person. That's the maturity she has in a relationship, is what I got from the book and the show, season 1. And still, every episode, even with the episodes where Conrad pushes her away and she makes up audition, she tells Conrad, I'm done waiting, I'm choosing Jeremiah, and he just walks away. And still, she says, part of me will always belong to him. I'm sorry, but if you're over someone and you choose someone else and you're in love with them now, not one single part of you is going to be belong to someone else. You take all of it back. He don't want you. You push him away out of your mind, out of your heart. You're done. You take however time you need to be single and grow, and then you get into a relationship, which she didn't do because she went from one brother to another, back and forth. And every time she went to Jeremiah, it was because Conrad pushed her away and said no. Second choice. Part of me was saying, Jeremiah, you don't need to be in that relationship. No. It's just gross. They have zero chemistry. And them making out and kissing and cuddling and all that, it's gross. I get automatic. No offense to that guy who plays Jeremiah. No offense to him. It's just gross. Completely Conrad, 400%. We go to season 3, episode 1. And excuse me for my French. This is when shit hits the fan. You see Bailey and her being together, and then it does a time jump, and you see how much Bailey is sacrificing to be with Jeremiah, and how she doesn't really have her own identity. She has a couple of friends from college and her friend from high school, but she doesn't barely know anyone in her dorm. You know, she doesn't do things with other people. She mainly hangs out with Jeremiah and his frat. That is another strike. He's in her frat. And he's partying and getting high. They didn't show him getting high, but in the book, cause I did sneak peek of some of it on YouTube, where they talk little snippets. He gets high, and she doesn't like it. They get an argument, get into a fight, and they were on a break. They get on a break. He goes to a different country for, I think, a week. I don't know. He ends up hooking up with someone else. I'm sorry, he cheats when you're on a break. A break is not when two people have broken up. You're taking time away from each other to reevaluate the relationship. And back of her mind, she still loved him. Even with him doing all the partying and all that. By the way, turns out he missed some credits on his from graduating, so he's not graduating in season 3. His dad flips out and talks about the money, doesn't support him at all, doesn't care about what he's going through, because it's not like he planned it. The college changed their I guess guidelines of how he can graduate or whatever. I don't really understand that part, but that happens. Dad goes off him and talks about the money, like he's struggling with money. He's rich. Anyway, he cheats. I'm sorry, right then and there. That's the ultimate strike. I've been cheated on 3 times. Twice from this one person, and another time in my very first relationship ever in high school. By she cheated on me with one of my supposedly friends. This other person came. I was stupid. I gave her a second chance. Senior year, thought I was in love. Wasn't. Big mistake. Anyway, I've been cheated on. It hurts. It destroys you. It takes away all trust in anyone. Especially in a relationship. You don't. That's probably why I'm single right now, is because I've been cheated on. Trust issues. Anyway, that's the ultimate end for that relationship. Should have been. Then his last resort to hang on to that relationship, its final grasp, is him proposing. One, without a ring, and two, because he's trying to hang on to Belly. Because he knows he effed up. He's not doing it because he loves her. He's not doing it because he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. He's doing it because it's the last resort. He can say, oh, I'm doing it because of this. I love her. I want to be with her forever. This is one time I agree with the mom. Then you move in together. You get a cat. Your results of what you did and her giving you a second chance when of things you forget, anniversary or birthday, or you get in a fight and you don't talk for a week. That's forgivable. It's messed up and it's wrong. He should have at least apologized. And he didn't. Until finally she overhears that at a party against the not very good person. I want to say the S word. This L-U-T. Overhears her talking. Like, I guess she's drunk. She was just a bad actress. Nothing against her, but she's a bad actress. Couldn't act drunk at all. Talk about them hooking up. That's the end. That should be the end. Yeah, she gets engaged. And that's the end of episode 3 of season 3. They tell the family and they flip out. Conrad is completely destroyed. They had a moment in the past Christmas that Jeremiah doesn't know. That's another thing. And the connection was still there. You saw it when he dropped the candy cane out of his mouth and the eye contact they had. I'm sorry. Anyone that tells me that they don't have chemistry, that they're not really attracted to each other, look at that scene. You are on something or taking a stupid pill. They should be in game. They better not waste their time and have her character growth and grow as a woman and walk away in this series by herself. This is a rom-com with a love triangle between two brothers. Yes, there should be character growth, but like I said before, you can grow as a person and still be in a relationship and still choose love. She better end up with Conrad, and she better get married just like the books. Because they end it with them just her growing as a person and leaving in the air like they did with the Third Kissing Booth movie. That movie sucked. Period. Because of that part, the whole part, and the time jump, that part sucked completely. And the guy's acting in it, that played her love interest, his acting halfway in the second one and the third one, it sucked completely because he got dumped. But that's a time for a different story. It better not end with just her character growth. It better be ending with her choosing Conrad and getting married to him at a later date. Maybe the final episode, last 10-15 minutes, can be her walking down, them doing I do's, and him expressing himself clearly about how he loves her, and it shows that his growth as a man, and it shows how much he loves her by him telling her how he feels, how he's always felt, and everything that led up to this was worth it because he finally got her. That's my opinion of the summer I turned pretty. I'm Team Conrad, always will be. Regardless how the series will end. It better not suck. Because I did not like season 2 that much because it's nothing but Jeremiah and them together. Just, ugh. I mean, her and Conrad maybe had 3 episodes. 2.5. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell. If you're watching this on TikTok, please don't forget to follow me and give this a heart. And comment down below if you're Team Conrad. And tell me some more strikes against Jeremiah. Because there's a lot more. I know I didn't go into too much detail about all of them. But his maturity in the first 3 episodes of season 3, it's no wonder he didn't pass. And that's not a surprise to me. I didn't think he was going to pass anyway because of all the partying he's doing. And again, when you're on a break, that's not breaking up. When you say, it's over, I'm done, I want to break up, that's when it's over. And that's when you can take your pants down for anyone else you want to be with. Or if you want to be a one-night stand or hook up or whatever. When you're on a break, that's you staying by yourself and thinking about what you did wrong, and the other person thinking about what they did wrong in the relationship, and if you still have a connection and you still want to be together. That's what a break is. It was wrong in Ross and Rachel, and it's wrong in this too. He cheated, and it's wrong. He did exactly what his dad did to his mom when she had cancer. The only difference is Belly doesn't have cancer. And that's how I feel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, please don't forget to like and follow me. And if you're Team Conrad, comment down with Team Conrad. And comment some other strikes Jeremiah has against him throughout the entire series. Because there's more in season 1 and 2 and the first 3 episodes of season 3 that we've seen. There's more than that. I know there's more. I know I'm missing some. I know I'll probably have to watch it back again and maybe even make a second video. Till next time, peace.